sun's just coming up and somebody's got me out of bed and in the car.
We got to keep going. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Just Vanning It. We're, yeah, this is how we roll when we travel during the week. So we've got to drive between Sue's work. So we're hopefully going to just leave Hahndorf now and head towards Port Augusta. We're obviously not going to get there because it is now 7:15 and Sue starts work at 8:30. So we'll just get through Adelaide. We'll pull up at a roadside stop
so I can work the day.
And Sue can work the day, and then tonight we'll get just outside Port Augusta, and then tomorrow morning is a repeat. But it is what it is.
Fortunately, I had my coffee because Derek woke me up at Sparrow Fart.
But we got a few challenges this morning. There were 2 challenges. One, we got hitched up, something I learned new today, in the dark. Sorry for those people that were parked around us in the Discovery Park. But we got to do what we got to do. And the next one is the hill into Adelaide. That's the way we got to go. Now drop a comment in below if you've done it and how'd you go. I've done it once in the Ford. We don't want to talk about that. It wasn't a good experience, but we managed to get to the bottom. So that's our next obstacle. I think we just got to get down the bottom safely. You've got to choose your gear, don't overheat the brakes, otherwise you won't stop at the bottom. And if I remember correctly, there's a traffic light at the bottom of the hill. So yeah, a bit nervous, but we'll just go slow.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight.
Well guys, we've been parked up here for a bit today. So we left Hahndorf this morning. We got here at about 8:30, and it's quite a beautiful spot to pull up for the day, or at least so Sue can work. Or even if you're looking for a little bit of a breakfast, or you're coming this way for lunch or something, we are at Bumbunga Lake, I think just north of Port Wakefield, on our way to Port Augusta. So when Sue finishes up work later on, we're hoping to knock out another 100 or 200 Ks. Shoo-wee, look at that. Wow. Get into that time of the day where Sue's starting to finish up, starting to pack away. I just want to show you something. I know I said I was going to do a video on the power system in the caravan. So we're on the Victron system here. We've been parked here all day, solar running, Sue's computer on, we've got the inverter on, so the microwave, everything's been, fridge is a compressor fridge, and we're still at 100%. So, well, that's a bit of a win. So Sue's going to start finishing up, and then we're going to jump back on the road, and we're just going to see how far we can get and try and be safe about it as well, because I don't really enjoy driving at night because of the kangaroos and stuff. So I reckon we'll be able to get an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in. I'm not sure, but as you can see, the sun is starting. The sun is starting to go down. I reckon there's not much left in it. But anyway, I'm hooked up. I'm just doing some checks, you know, just in case you've done something that when we arrived that I wasn't thinking about doing. I've checked the chains and everything's on. Just got to put the internet away, and then yeah, let's go. What a day, isn't it?
What a day, love. Travel before work, side of the road work, travel after work, 7:30, 20 to 8, and we're here.
I don't normally like to drive at night, but we pushed on because we couldn't see where the camps were, but we've managed to pull up here. Where are we?
We are at, I have a quick look, Rangers View.
Yeah, which is just north of Port Augusta, I think it is, yeah.
Yep, and it's actually a pretty decent stop.
Oh, you got the phone.
Apparently there's a really nice view of the Rangers in the morning when we wake up.
Yeah.
Didn't see it tonight because it was dark.
Because it's dark, but for tea we got dumplings.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. And guys, trying to get the diesel heater to work. I let it run out of diesel last night and I don't know how to prime it again. But anyway, it's hopefully it'll pump through. And our current situation on the batteries is 98%. So this is our first time off grid. We're all off grid. We're parked up on the side of the road. And I tell you what, it's good to be back in the sort of outback, or the beginning of the outback. It's just got this feeling about it. It's really good. And we'll see how that percentage drops overnight, because obviously we're going to drive tomorrow, so that means it'll charge the batteries again. So we'll see what that situation is in the morning. But I'm going to tuck into some tea. Dumplings almost ready, and yeah, I am going to just hit the bed and wake up in the morning. And we're going to a place tomorrow, I think it's called Woomera. Apparently there's some stuff to see there, so, well, we've never been, so why not go to somewhere new.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're on coffee this morning.
I am indeed. If you don't know, myself and Sue take turns in making coffee in the morning, and it's my turn. It is now, I don't know,
6:30.
6:30. So just come around here quick, dear. So we're in, obviously the fridge runs all the time on compressor, so on the batteries. The diesel heater ran all night. You worked a bit until, I don't know what time. Midnight. We didn't have the TV running, to be fair.
Your rock lights are on.
Rock lights were on underneath the van the whole night, and charging cell phones and Sue's sleep apnea machine, and we lost 11% in total. That's pretty good. Now the challenge is it's overcast. I've just been outside. It's still pretty dark, but it's overcast. We are driving this morning to Woomera, which is about 150 k's. It'll take me, I don't know, an hour and a half to 2 hours to travel this morning. So we'll see how the DC charger operates when we get to Woomera. And then also we got to see how the solar goes. So if we can get that up to 100%, that is working like I wanted it to work. So we'll keep you up to date about that. But we've got to whoop around here. I'm hoping to get the drone up so I can show you this little RV stop, but it's really overcast and still dark, but we also need to get going. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to travel today because Sue's work. So I'll wrap this up here. It was a great little overnight stop, to be honest, and it's so good to be out here, like I said, because it's just pitch dark at night, and it's so good to sleep like that. So anyway, enough trouble. Let me get this coffee done and start wrapping this up. So when we arrived last night, we happened to park right next to the road, which was probably not ideal because of the road noise, but still managed a good sleep. But I don't know if you can see in the far distance the ranges in the far. Now if there was not as much cloud, I reckon it would be an epic sunrise. But if I whip around, there's a few people got bins, so we'll dump our rubbish in the bins. We've got places to actually park under cover as well, and I think just to the left of that camper, toilets. Now I haven't been in there, but you have an opportunity to go to the toilet if you need to. And then that's us parked up over here, getting ready to hit the road this morning. We've got to punch it out now. Alright.
Alright.
Why are we doing this?
Coffee.
But why?
Because I like coffee.
To save money.
Save money. We've taken a little challenge to see if we can spend the entire week not spending money.
How are we doing?
Yeah, you failed on the first day.
Well, other than fuel.
You bought a Coke.
Bought a Coke, because I don't have any.
Yeah. But I'm sticking, so far, Sue for the win.
Look at this. Yes.
Nothing wrong with a good old Nespresso.
Hey?
Next to the road. Have a look at that.
Let's have a look at this.
That is a great cuppa.
As you can see, I'm a wee bit chilly. But I think we've only got about 40 k's to go to where we're going to stop for the day at least. We don't know if we're going to stay there because we're trying to get up to Alice Springs as quick as we can. But it looks like we've got a bit of a headwind. So the reason also Sue's drinking coffee is to try and save money for fuel, because we all know fuel's not cheap. So I've done 110 k's on a quarter tank this morning. It's not great.
Oh, she's thirsty.
I've lost about 40 k's on the first quarter. So if you go over 4 quarters of the tank, that's a fair bit of kilometers. But I know it's a Land Cruiser, but she was running good yesterday. We were getting like 160, 180 k's to a quarter tank. So anyway, we're going to keep going. It is what it is. Like, I can't whinge about it. That is my whinge, sorry. But we're going to keep going, and I'm pretty excited what today's going to bring us, eh? Well guys, we've just pulled up to Spuds Roadhouse. Just over there. It's a donation camp. We thought it was a free camp. So I know that we said we weren't going to spend money, but we're going to have to put something in the donation box for the night. That's fine. But there was a caravan park in Woomera that we could have stayed at for $20, but you know, like we said, we just want to try and not spend too much money. But now I want to show you something now that we've pulled up. Oh, watch me head. Bugger. So we drove for an hour and a half this morning from our last free camp. So you would have seen the battery's on 88%. I can now tell you after driving, yeah, there's still a bit of solar coming in. We are at 100%. So that system for us is working. So it's not about how much battery or what the system is you can try and use your power overnight during the day and replenish that power. Which we're doing at the moment. Now we will be parked up here for the day. We don't know if we're staying or we're going yet, but depending on what time Sue finishes work, and I don't know. It's all right, the camp. I'll take you for a whip around. Quite impressed with something, so I'll show you that in a minute. But we'll see later on tonight if that is still at 100%. Because if that is still at 100%, then I'm getting enough solar in to compensate the power we're using during the day. Now we've got the diesel heater running, the inverter is obviously on, so Sue's charging her laptop and everything is working, so we'll monitor that during the course of the day.
Guys, it's a pretty big area, and as you can see, it has filled up with campers. Really good actually. I mean, we've got good old Spuds at the back there. If anyone's into health and fitness, we've got 2 exercise machines. No, and the toilets are pretty good as well. So
yeah, so this is a great stop to get diesel. We'll get diesel on our way out. So we're just going to drive into Woomera. It's only about 8 k's down the road, so I can go and have a look around the little town, and then we'll come back, put diesel in here, and then we'll go and find a free camp up the road, just knock out another couple of 100 k's.
We're on the move.
We're on the move. It's good to be on the move. Well guys, we're in the little town of Woomera. Awesome RV parking here. So when you come into Woomera, if you just want to come in for a few hours, take a walk around some of the old military stuff, which I'm going to go over and show you just over there. It's a great place to stop. So just follow the signs in, and I'm going to go take a walk around and show you a little bit of what's here to offer. So if you're coming up from sort of Port Augusta and you're sort of going up to the NT or to Alice Springs or something, and you want a bit of a break in the trip, well, let's go and see if Woomera is a good enough stop. So there's a great little information site in Woomera. Just gives you a little bit of history. I could read all that out to you, or you could just press pause and have a read. And also, so here's all the missiles on display, and the names of them over here. And just right next to it is where they all are. And then if we come back across the road, look left, look right, there's not much happening. So it's a great spot. If you're into a little bit of history, stretch your legs. Look at that. More planes. Wow. The size of that missile in the back there. The size of this guy. Holy moly. All on display. Wow. Very interesting. If you're into a little bit of history. So apparently they recovered this out of the Simpson Desert in 1990. It was to carry Australia's first satellite into orbit in November 1967. Check it out. Wow. It's pretty cool stuff around here. This is what's left of some sort of aircraft. Can't find too much information, but if you know anything about this sort of area, drop a comment in. I think it'll be a good idea to fly the drone here. We don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves. Well, well, well.
Well, well, well.
What do we got? What's for tea? Oh, I'll tell you what.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry is going to go down so good tonight. And Sue's got 2 cup of teas going. Hey, look at that. Just a cheat sauce, is it?
Cheat sauce. It's already 7. So...
No, let's have a look. 6:30. Feels like bloody 10 o'clock to be honest, but anyway.
So, just a nice easy dinner.
Got to a free camp along the road, so we left, where were we? Woomera. Woomera. And we drove for about an hour and a half, but it just gets dark so early. Like 5:30 you're driving with lights on. So, a few animals on the road as well. So if you're ever driving the Stewart Highway from sort of Port Augusta or either way, we're just north of Woomera. And yeah, some animals on the road. So there's no fences or anything. You do see the signs, but we decided to pull over, have tea, get into bed. Now another good thing is we're trying out this new internet. Now we're going to do a video on it. We got here absolutely no internet whatsoever, and I've gone outside, put the pole up, plugged it in, and we've got internet. But it's not fast, but it's good enough to do what we need to do. Now a lot of you must probably thinking, why have internet? It's all about camping, no internet. Well, if you don't know yet, Sue works full-time on the road, so she can sit tonight and still work if she wants to, watch a movie on Netflix or something. So that's pretty cool because it is raining outside. So much for not going to Queensland for the rain, eh? Well, there we have it. What curry was this, Sue?
Dapiaza.
How much?
A dapiaza.
A what?
Dapiaza.
Dapiaza.
Tomato, onion, and
no idea. Never had it before. I'm going to give it a whirl. And then, Sue, as last week, I challenged her to putt-putt. Sue wants to take me on a bit of Uno. Is that correct? Or?
That's correct. Who's going to win?
Oh, well, we'll check it out in a minute. So, I've got the Uno cards out. Sue's just finishing up the dinner. I must say I wasn't a fan of that curry. But
we won't be having
what have you just done when you bent down to the cupboard? What did you do? You let Fluffy off the chain, didn't you? So what's the update? 2-2. I don't know. I got Sue to pick up 4 cards in the beginning, and she came back and beat me. Well, what's just happened?
Well, let's just say that the cards fell in my favour, and I won 5-3. Bit of a winning streak.
So I've lost in the bloody Uno as well.
Take me to the casino.
I'm not having a good run. So next challenge, don't put your money on me. I'll tell you something. I love it. Sunsets, sunrises in the outback have to be some of the best I've seen. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
How did you find that beautiful
sunrise? Beautiful coffee. Beautiful day. No work today. Saturday.
And we're on our final leg, aren't we?
We're on our final leg. 300 k's.
No, 397 to Alice Springs.
Ooh.
This great little roadside stop we pulled into last night.
Yeah.
And just waiting for the light to get better, because it's quite dangerous to drive now. So we'll wait another 20 minutes or so and
hit the road.
Hit the road, and we're going to punch it out and get to Alice Springs and get to see our Van Fam. Again, well, part of it.
Yeah.
Not all of it. Somewhere in New Zealand, somewhere in Queensland, but we'll be meeting up soon, I'm sure. So let's jump on the road. Let's get it done. Made it to the border. Into the NT, baby.
So how much was that?
It's $2.70 a litre of diesel. So no longer can you take a jerry can and fill a jerry can for 25 bucks.
Nah, that's the dearest we paid, isn't it?
That is almost 60 bucks to fill a jerry can. I just topped up the diesel. Like, I didn't have to, but I don't like to travel. Always, you know, if there's fuel available, I'll top it up. I know it's expensive. I could have moved on. I don't know how much the next road stop's going to be, but great spot.
I don't mind, because I always love stopping at this place.
I think we need to get some stickers made again, because you know, we've got to bloody add our mark where we go, because
I see that. And if you're just north or coming up from SA, just across the border, Kilgera Pub, an absolute must-see.
And you guys, you can camp here. I don't know how much it is. We've always said I've always said I wanted to camp here so I can go to the pub, have a nice beer and see what the vibe is like. And I think this time of the year is pretty good, because Caravan Park looks pretty full. Every time we've been up here, COVID, there wasn't anyone. Back down last year, there wasn't really anyone because the timing was wrong of the seasons. But that place looks pretty busy, so that makes me think the pub would be quite a good vibe. So anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got to keep going. I reckon we can go right through now to Alice Springs, or hang on, we're saving money, especially after that, Phil. We're going to stop somewhere on the road, make some brekkie, because I can hear my stomach talking to me. Here we are, smiles all around, loving the NT, as I'm sure you can tell. Well, we pulled up to a truck stop, and we managed to get a loaf of bread from that
Calgera
pub.
and it's breakfast time.
I don't know what the date says on it, but she said it came frozen. What are we making?
Making you ham and cheese toasties.
Ham and cheese. Are we going to do toast? No, just a sanger. Oh no.
Bread's been frozen, so
yeah, we'll just a couple of toasties will be good. But guys, it's good to see the old blue sky. But I just met one of our subscribers at the Calgera pub. Robert, if you're watching, mate, how you going? It's great to meet you. Hope you have a safe trip. Reckons that the Uden data track and all that copped a lot of rain. So parts of that's closed. And I tell you what, I did have that in mind to maybe attempt the Uden data track again, but I'm glad I didn't. So you reckons the bread's actually good enough for us just a sanger, hey?
Yep, and these are so handy. These little multi-packs of leg ham, just for if you're looking for something to add to a pasta or have in a sandwich or just have on a platter.
What have you got on your head?
Oh, it's my new head sock. I'm so excited. I've been looking for one of these for like the last 2 years, and I think it's really pretty.
And we are going to try the microwave off grid.
See how this goes.
So
this is very civilized, running the microwave off grid.
Back at 100%. So we're going to give it a whirl. Like I said, we're going to do a little video on the power system and what we've got in here. But if you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss that video coming up. But we've been 3 or 4 days off grid now, and I'm absolutely happy with that. Go for it. Let's see.
Oi, over to the battery.
Now let's have a look at this.
What's she running? I've got absolutely no idea what it means.
Yeah, 1,200 watts.
Well, aren't you just the sophisticated one sitting having a little brekkie?
Just a couple of sangers.
Ham and cheese.
And cheese. What else is on it? Mayo.
Mayo.
Salt, pepper.
Sometimes it's just the basic things in life.
Oh, the sun. Loving it. Comfortable with you? Hey? What have you got on yours? Lettuce?
And cheese.
No ham?
Salt and pepper.
Is that it? Right, we got, what did we say? 200. 200. Just going to smash it out. Well, here we are. We made it, Alice Springs. We've just rolled in. And, yeah, I'm going to show you something in a minute. Not very happy. But, here we go. Woo! Alice Springs. So we're going to be spending a bit of time here. Obviously we're here for one main reason, and that's Fink Desert Race.
But look at the sunshine.
But I got my jumper off. Sue's got a jumper off. It's time to get that that tan going again.
Beautiful weather. Beautiful.
Let's go show you what's just happened. We just don't seem to have any luck. Let me give you a quick little rundown. We've just worked out on this trip. We've clocked over 83,000 kilometers we've done in just over 2 years traveling on the road. We've broken down once with the Ford. We got a chipped windscreen when we were driving from Gawler back to Queensland, and just coming into Alice Springs now.
Roadworks.
Roadworks. Let me see if I can even get it. Another chip.
Another new windscreen.
Another new windscreen, eh? I am absolutely devastated because it hit the car as well, and I can't really seem to see where it's hit the car. But anyway, at least nothing else is damaged. I suppose that's a minimal thing, but it just frustrates me because now I've got to find a windscreen in Alice Springs. Well, there you go. So that's the steering wheel there. It's sort of in the middle under the thing. But anyway,
Let's compare it to $1 coin.
I suppose it could be worse. But guys, we are excited to be here. Where's Sue? We're excited to be here, guys. And if you enjoyed this content, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Help us grow our channel, reach new followers, new people, and yeah, join us next week. I don't actually know what we got next week, but we'll have another video next Sunday. But for myself and Sue, see you next week, guys.